Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. As this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Sooners offense has the football first here today. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Catch made over the middle. And it works. The first down to the 35. And the Sooners will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And they've got the returner corralled. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
No huddle here for the offense.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Pressure is coming. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
To throw, it's Sayin. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense lines it up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Sooners hustle to the line to run that hurry out. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A quick juke. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. We'll give it to the running back. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice game for the Sooners.
Running with purpose. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. 2nd and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Option look. It's saying. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a run. Running back's got it. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short on the first down mark. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. The Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They call the counter play here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Sooners are in the red zone. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to get the throw off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Offense facing second and goal. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on third and long. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return begins inside the 10. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Important second down play coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. The pocket breaking down. And the sophomores got him for a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Now it's 2nd down here. To the air, it's Sayin. Receiver makes the catch. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made with the ball moved to the 47-yard line. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. The Buckeyes keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The offense needs 10 yards on this 4th down to keep the drive going. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes lit up trying to get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these designed runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body. They're going to turn it over every time.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. 3rd down play for this offense. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. First play of the drive, they look to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Punt over the middle. It's Williams. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? It's a shotgun run call. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Pass hauled in inside the 15. The Sooners are going to cash in here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Urgency here, got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it near the end zone. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here.
Well, Chris, these guys had 1st and goal, couldn't put it in. 2nd and goal, still couldn't put it in. Now it's 3rd and goal. They get some positive yards, but still not in the end zone. A field goal gives you the lead. To me, at this point in the game, it's a postseason game. No-brainer. Kick the field goal and take the lead.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. With the catch, it's Williams. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The defense calling a timeout here, giving this field goal kicker a little something to think about. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they take the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma, to take the lead in the final minute.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. Catch in the end zone. Successful 2-point conversion. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.